Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a DJI ban. We're done. It's over. Dave, your thoughts?
Yeah, the ban.
Yeah, the ban. Ryan?
Ban is coming, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. It means that DJI will likely, in all likelihood, be placed on the FCC covered list, meaning they can't get any FCC signal approvals for any new model drones.
Isn't this the same thing we've been talking about for a long, long time?
A long time.
So this has this has nothing to do with the tariffs. This just has
no,
something.
The tariffs are a different beast, right?
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Well, all right. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So why is everybody sending me these emails? Ken, is there going to be a DJI ban? Why?
Because there's a lot of people who are really, really begging for views right now.
Oh.
And so they're making a lot of content that says, beware, be scared.
Scare, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. There's a lot of people, even people that we know and love and respect, are doing these kind of videos.
I mean, there's people that are out there scalping DJI products right now and charging 2 and 3 times the price too. And you know, that's not good for our hobby either, is it?
No.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's whipped up that, you aren't going to be able to buy DJI drones, come the time that it gets banned. And, you're not going to be able to send it anywhere for repairs, and it's all gone. That's just not the case, really, right?
Well, I want to buy a new DJI Mini 5. But I can't do it.
Shipping there, you can get them right now.
I can?
There's probably a Dave out there of plastic drones that'll get you one.
Oh yeah? Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can get one here. The Mini. I don't even see it.
The easiest way, right, would be go to Canada.
Oh, there's the 4.
There's the 4,
Ken.
All right. Let me see if I can.
You want to buy a 4 right now, don't you?
Let me buy a 4.
Now that the 5's out.
Okay, so it looks like I could buy this.
It's not even on sale?
It's $800. Let's see. Oh, it's out of stock. It's out of stock.
Now change to the a Canadian site.
Oh, using a VPN?
Sure.
Okay, but then
you probably wouldn't even need to use a VPN to change .com to .ca, right?
Okay, let's try it. But then what happens when I order it to an American address?
There you have a challenge. I think
you need a
one of
buddy
the concerns.
You need a buddy in Canada if you're going to do that.
Right. What's happening is a lot of people are going to Canada or Japan or wherever else they're traveling.
Australia.
They're finding the drone they want. They're buying it. They're unboxing it. They're putting it in their luggage and bringing it home. Now, technically, they're supposed to declare that, and they would pay a duty, which would be the taxes, the tariffs on that drone, and they'd bring it into the States, and it's fine.
Well, there used to be, the $750 exemption, right? So if you were to bring a couple of air units home in your suitcase, that was totally fine.
Okay, so why is it out of stock on the DJI site? Why aren't they listing the Mini 5? Why can't we get one?
So I think that's the kind of the split between the two bans, right? So right now we have an issue where Representative Elise Stefanik put forward a complaint with the Customs Department and basically said DJI is violating child labor laws. We want to hold them accountable, so we are going to disallow anything from being imported. We're going to take and impound it once it gets to our shores until such time that can be proven in court to not be true. DJI has been, they filed suit on that to try to get reconciliation. We haven't seen anything in terms of a decision, so that's still in place. So that's one quote unquote DJI ban. It's not really a ban. It's just they're impounded in customs currently.
DJI,
a lot of those drones have been getting to the U.S. and then bounced back on that same clause. They're
Exactly.
actually shipping them back to China and then having to warehouse these units instead of produce more. So they started collecting them in warehouses, and then they have nowhere to go, so they stopped the production in the factories in order to sell out of the warehouses. And since they're bouncing from the U.S., why keep sending them to the U.S.? Because these other countries are happy to use them, and they don't ship them back ever. I mean, who ships back a container truck full of Mini 5 Pros?
And why sell to somebody when you know that's what's going to happen? So that's where they shut down the sales link in the U.S.
And production has been really, really slowed by this. And because they're shutting factories down and then starting them back up instead of running them continuously, it causes more and more and more delays. There's all sorts of other things that are basically slowing this process down, making it longer than usual. But the good news is I talked to the distributor last week. And when I was talking to him, he said that our 04 Pros and 04 Lights are 20 days away. Now, that was a week ago. He says we should have them in about 30 days in hand. And so we're going to have more 04 Pros and 04 Lights in the shop. And he says the Goggles 3 should be not on this first batch, but on another batch behind it. Not too far away, though. As soon as they finish production, DJI will notify our distributor, and the distributor is like, yep, all right, boys, how many do you want? I'm like, all of them.
So
all of them.
As a dealer, Dave, can you give us any more hopeful good news about not just
the
FPV
production
stuff?
is back up again.
Okay.
I think the bad news is DJI isn't planning to ship anything else. I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know. They don't tell me that. That's not something that I discuss with them. But the good news is I can get more units, and I will continue to bring them in and make sure that we get units. We're not going to stop being able to fly.
Right. This is FPV
and we don't really
you're
care.
talking about.
We're just going to keep flying them.
Right. You're talking about
So
FPV. But for
Good.
the other people that want to get the new stuff, the new camera,
The Mavic
Osmo,
5 and whatnot,
Yeah.
you got to find Dave that's in the plastics ones, and that's
All right, Dave. We know how you feel about
find
it. Dave.
another guy, man.
Yeah.
I got my thing. This is what I like.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate your insight.
I will have to have more 04s to continue to function. So I'm going to get more 04s. You might say I'm a little addicted, but I like the best shit that's out there, man. And it's so much better than everything else I've tried. And I've tried Walk Snail. I've tried HG0. Oh, I was on analog forever. The dark ages, as we call them. So yeah, they just keep giving us more of what we want. I wanted more range, and they're like, you know what? We're going to go from the 03 that's got a 1200 milliwatt power amplifier. The 04, we're going to give you two 1200 milliwatt power amplifiers. I'm like, fuck yes, this is it. Give me more power. Give me more penetration and range so I can go further and further. And then what else did they do? They completely surprised us with race mode. Race mode actually gets them on the right channels with all the other signals and systems so that I can fly correctly with analog pilots and HD0 pilots and Walk Snail pilots. Everybody can intermix and all fly together, which is fantastic. But more important than that, even to me, is it's got a lower latency mode that just lets you get the lowest latency you've ever gotten on the DJI platform. Better than any of them, faster, and just a quicker experience. And it, even in the lowest latency mode, it still has more range than 03, which is like the Avata. So yeah.
Okay.
More range. It's
so
good.
so
Give
that's
me all the
great.
range. I want to go all the places. I don't want to be restricted and put in a little box.
Yes. So that's great. That's great. You're essentially selling parts. So the parts market is good. Apparently, it's good.
Yes.
Okay. And people go to FlyHighFPV.com. Of course, there's a link in the description. And there's no tariff affecting your imports.
Nope.
How is that? How is that possible?
I was told that DJI has been taking care of the tariffs on their end, which is rare because normally manufacturers don't pay tariffs at all. It's up to the U.S. citizens to deal with the tariffs. So when there's a tariff put on our country or on China, it's really put on us, and we're the ones that pay it. So
I think that's basically understood by anybody that has any sense of common sense or logic. Yes. But
So yeah, right now we're around 58% on most parts, which is kind of crazy high. 58% more than normal, like more than the retail price. It's insane.
but you said DJI is taking care of that.
DJI has been taking care of it so far.
Okay.
We haven't had any raise from them. I did get a raise on the prices this time, but I believe that is because of the distributors going through a little bit more hoops in order to get the product.
Is DJI doing the same thing with their drones and cameras, or just what you're getting in the FPV world?
I would imagine that the distributor would be happy to go get those same sorts of things at the,
Okay,
all those things.
so why can't I get
So
my damn
Stores
Mini 5?
should totally get this.
I want to get my damn motherfucking sucking
Who are
licking.
B&H, right? Don't they normally sell all that?
B&H.
I bet that they will have stock when those things come in.
They're in.
Yeah, I would think.
Well, maybe
I see
check
other
there.
people.
Have you checked there? That's
Let's
not
go.
my market, friend.
Let's go. They're more. They're more than just a camera store. DJI Mini 5. Nope.
4.
It's just
No
the
5.
4. No 5.
5 should be at the top of the
No 5,
list, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not there.
I don't know,
so,
man. Maybe maybe you need to find somebody a little smaller, a little less corporate.
All right, Dave. Ryan, what's going on with all this? Why?
Well, again, I mean, it's part of that. You're stuck in customs with embargo, and if you can't get it out, why are you going to sell it in that marketplace when everybody else is buying?
Okay, so there is a ban. So we do panic.
I wouldn't say panic.
I try
I'd
to
say get
keep.
it when you
can't get it
can,
today,
friend.
but you
Get
get
it
it
when you
2
can
weeks
if you
from
need
now.
it, is what I always
I try
say.
to keep
Don't wait.
my channel optimistic, and unicorns and rainbows, all the time. Happy
Look,
because
I'm getting a huge crate, like 3 crates actually, of 04 Pros.
We know
and
about
then
the
2
04s,
crates
Dave.
of 04 Lights.
we heard
When
about
they
the.
come in,
Hey Ryan, did you hear about the
you just
04s?
grab 'em.
Did you hear about
I think I've heard
I don't know
about
if you
that
heard
here.
about the 04s yet, but maybe
I'll
Dave
be
will have
lucky
something to
if
say
they
about
don't sell before they even get here. Is
Okay.
what I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
grab them while you can.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
And the
send you
same
an
thing is
invoice.
through the plastic.
I'm gonna have to
drones,
send you
man.
an invoice
Snatch
for
'em
this.
up.
Yes. You want to go here? Go here. FlyHighFPV.
That's it.
I heard he's got
Oh, look,
the.
they're right at the top. Too.
Hey, Dave? Do you have the 04s?
They're coming soon.
Okay, good. We got that covered. Now, back to the drones. What the is going on with the damn drones? And why am I bleeping myself so much? Ryan?
Ken, you have to calm yourself. You have to wait it out. This is the government we're talking about that operates incredibly fast. They are.
Well, what is it about what is going on? So it is essentially a ban. It's a ban. They're just
It's a
picking on us,
quasi-ban, right?
because the
Yeah, it's a
whole world,
quasi-ban.
the
So-
whole world can get this shit, but I can't.
But everybody can, yeah. And you think about other products.
It's a shadow
there's black
ban,
market products
is what I would
everywhere.
call it.
Yeah, I would say shadow ban is a great example, great word for it, right?
Mhm.
There are people that are going to get these things black market now until the end of the time. That's just the way it is.
Okay, so
But
I have
at some
to-
point, I do think that customs piece clears.
Uh-huh.
The bigger piece is going to be what happens with the FCC covered list, and I think that goes into place. And once it does, that locks things out. Now, at the same token, and I think we just saw it today, even the Trump administration just signed a new executive order on TikTok. Oh, we're going to ban TikTok. We're going to get rid of TikTok.
Mm.
Well, we're going to get it 30 days. Oh, we're going to get it 60 days. And then suddenly, we have a buyer for TikTok. It's going to be partially American. So TikTok is now okay.
TikTok's
you saw
okay.
how well banning TikTok went for Nepal, right?
Yeah, it was panic in the streets. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
So we
It's
just
more
have
than
to.
panic in the streets. They elected a new government on
Right.
over their phones.
They threw everybody out. Yeah.
Well, we just have to figure out a way to make us and the availability of DJI drones benefit the president. That's all we have to do.
Honestly, that is the case. So you've seen that time and again with this administration that, hey, as long as we're willing to, or as long as you as a company are willing to give us some coin off of this stuff, we're going to allow it to happen. NVIDIA was another one. You can't sell those chips anyplace. We aren't going to allow it. Oh, but if you're going to give us some money, yeah, we'll allow this to happen. I could see that with DJI. If DJI were to stand up something here in the United States, there's a decent chance that this administration would go, oh, they're fine.
Yeah, but according
those drones.
According to Dave, your 04 source, according to Dave, DJI is just eating the tariffs, and they'll
know that most companies are doing that. So even if Walmart and Target, they're eating the tariffs currently, but they're only eating a portion of them. And over time, and this is tariffs, this is a long-standing thing for a couple hundred years. When a tariff goes in place, initially the companies are going to say, we're going to cover some of this. And then, we're not going to cover all of it. Oh, now we're not covering any of it. And we're in that in-between point right now.
Not to get political, and I'm not going to, but I will say,
truly in the law, it says that the legislature has the requirements for tariffs, right? But that case is in court right now, and it's just been elevated to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is going to hear that case.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will say it's in limbo at this point. If the Supreme Court says, you know what, we're going to allow the president's executive order to stand, then take all that history and throw it out the window.
Okay, so in that
we
case,
will continue to have those tariffs.
In that case, then this isn't optimistic. This is a shadow ban. It is banned. We should panic. We should absolutely panic.
Because we're dependent on the Supreme Court, and the president got two of the people onto the Supreme Court himself.
We have seen the Supreme Court side with this administration more often than not. So that is a concern.
Okay.
Now, at the same token,
but as far as
take this into account,
as far
right?
as
we've collected,
as far as the mood of the people in our hobby and the people that are wanting to get in the hobby, I hear a lot from people like, forget it, I'm out. I'm going to collect stamps now, or people that are just too afraid to hop in because
I don't hear that at all. Like, we had 16 people this past weekend at the Shelby Ironworks flying. There's more people than ever. People are bringing their kids out and flying.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know. I mean, how long have people been flying planes and flying aircraft with their grandpas and their dads? Like, it's not going to stop.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Dave.
Dumbass government's not going to stop this. It doesn't matter how screwed up
the people that are already in it, like us, right? We're not going to stop.
Yeah. Families that have been flying for generations, they're not going to stop.
They're not going to stop. But I'm talking about
New
the people,
though. They're going to pick it up too. It's swarming, man. drones are fucking awesome.
They are. That's what I'm saying. This hobby is fucking awesome.
Drones are soaring right now. Like, it's not going to stop because of this dumb shit, man.
No, we will weather this as well.
Yeah,
but
we're going to be all right, boys.
We're going to be okay. But how do we convince the people that are thinking about getting into the hobby that it's going to be okay?
Tell them to buy from the used market.
It's also.
I will go.
It's also easy to get
different.
That's good for everybody. If they buy from the used market, that increases the value of everybody's drones.
If only there was something that
a different direction.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are saying, "Hey, laissez-faire, everything's going to be fine. Just hang on. It's all good." I'll go the opposite direction a little bit and say, "Yeah, it might be fine, but this is a time to act. This is a time to write your legislator. This is the time to call your legislator. This is the time to reach out to elected officials in your hometown and say, hey, we need to make sure that we're, accepting drones and, promoting drones."
That doesn't work.
it's
Yeah, I got a lot of faith in
does
my
in time.
legislation. Let me tell you, buddy. They've accepted every one of my letters and flushed it right in the urinal for
Yeah.
me.
I mean, it sounds.
I've
It
written
sounds
so
good.
many too, but like none of the times that I've written letters has it made any difference.
I hate to agree with you, Dave.
I love you, but and I want people to write letters. Get out there
Yeah.
and write the letters.
But you know what?
Please, please,
You know
please,
what, Ryan?
please. But holy shit.
Yeah, I'm with Dave on this. I've done it myself. I've encouraged people to do that. But you know, I think especially when the FAA says, you know, we want your opinion and everything, they do not
They don't
give
want
a
your opinion.
They don't care.
They want you to shut the F up and go ahead and just wait for us to pass this.
Yes, they
This
give you
is an acknowledgement period to warn you that it's about to come down the pipe.
They give you the busy work. It's busy work. It's just busy work for us to do.
Oh, you want to write us 50,000 notes against this?
It's a placebo.
Flush.
It's just they don't care. Ryan, your thoughts?
Oh, it didn't even clog the pipes.
Ryan?
I mean, you say that, and yet we can take the example of a remote ID. Yes, FAA was like, we need a remote ID. We're going to, put this out, and you're going to be conforming to every piece of it. And there was enough pushback in that the comments that said, hey, look, you want to make sure that we are having internet connected remote ID for all of our flights. And people said, that's just not possible. I live in Alaska. I'm out in the boonies in northern Michigan. There's no internet connectivity. You got to pull
I do gig work
that.
in Alabama with no gig work. I have to drive a half an hour away from the spot and turn my radio and my drone on and ride with the DJI drone on my dashboard back to the spot so that I can film.
Hold on.
Well, but the thing is, the FAA took out that provision.
Yeah, they did.
So there is no provision for
You don't
that.
have to do that, Dave. You just have to update your software.
No,
Right.
it's up to date. It's got no FlySafe database anymore, or up to date, I should say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so your remote ID is fine in without having remote connectivity through internet.
They'll let you do it.
And that was one of those things. We had a ton of comments off that, and the FAA said,
the comments aren't as effective as civil disobedience. Just don't do it.
Yeah, if nobody does it, then it's real hard to enforce, like remote ID. And completely unenforced.
I comply. I comply in case they're listening. I totally comply.
I've complied with remote ID a couple times.
No, me too. Yeah. But Dave, if only there was something that could make us feel as easy and laid back as you. If only there was something. Nah, I guess
Some Raz?
Yeah, the Raz. I need to smoke some Raz for sure. Yeah. All right.
Definitely need a moment of Raz after all this.
All right,
Holy crap.
So let's put this in a little bun, because I know people see the length of this video, and I'm going to put little chapters in it. Okay. So this chapter will be the bottom line in nugget form. Should we panic? I don't think the people that already have drones should panic, because even if we couldn't buy another new drone, we got drones. We got drones at work. They're not going to stop the drones from working, right?
Panicking is not going to do you any good. It's just going to clean your wallet out.
Yes. Yeah.
There's scalpers right now who are just. I seen a $230 air unit on sale for $1,284
Holy hell.
on Amazon. I mean, that's like 6 times markup, 5 times markup, something like that.
Whoa.
It's insane. It's insane. And I wouldn't be taking part of that. Just wait just a little bit. They're coming.
Okay. And if you want to get a new DJI Mini 5, all you have to do is go to Canada and then keister that thing and then get back across the border and you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, you know what else you can do?
What?
You can civilly disobey the 250 gram rule with that 253 gram drone
I know.
they just released.
I know. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then what are you gonna do? You're gonna shave the props down. You're gonna cut the battery door off. Like,
Yeah. Right. That was the big thing about it. Yes. Yes.
So the rule is anything that's over 0.55 pounds has to be registered and has to be remote ID, et cetera, right?
Mm-hmm.
What people say is sub 250. Well, that's not really the case. So the FAA, what they do is they say anything that's 0.55, it could be 0.559. They do not round up. So if you were to take 0.55 pounds,
That's
or 559,
253.5.
right, you get it out to almost 254. So right there, you're still underweight.
Huh. You think that was...
And the way DJI labeled it, it's like sub 250 plus or minus 3 grams.
They labeled it like that?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it is labeled Class A, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to civilly disobey classes. That's what I'm going to do. If I have a job, I'm going to use my drone.
Just put the bigger batteries in them already? Like, selling me a smaller, underweight battery is crippling BS enough. Like, the whole thing of DJI is like to have the biggest, longest range batteries and longest flight times.
Right.
And like them having to squeeze the technical ability to constrain to arbitrary number is ridiculous.
Okay, so bottom line, do we panic? What does the future hold? When will things change, Ryan?
The only panic that I would offer up is, look, if things are going to be buckled down for new drones and you want to keep your existing drone flight ready for a long period of time, buy batteries, right? Get the OEM batteries, have your expendables, batteries, props, things that you can, instantly just swap out. You're good to go. Keep flying and do that for a decade, right?
Is it going to be a decade before we need to stop panicking? Is that how long? How long, Ryan? It's going to be a decade?
If you want to make your batteries last a long time, you want to actually refrigerate them. Now, not the batteries you're using daily, of course, but if you're not going to use them for a couple of weeks or a month even, you can put them in your refrigerator, and that will actually cold storage the cells and help everything be a little bit more stable.
Okay.
That actually helps quite a bit. You don't want to be putting them in and out of the fridge, especially if you're in a moist place like I am. You don't want a lot of moisture buildup, but it is definitely a good way to store batteries for a long term. If you're worried about having batteries in years, that's definitely a
See, now we're talking. We're talking like we're Cuba, and we have to keep our '57 Chevys going.
Yeah.
Right?
Put them in coffee tins and store them under your bed.
I built my own carburetor.
That way the spybot robot dogs can't scan them.
Oh my
you gotta
God.
keep them in your coffee tins.
Yes, Ryan.
I still fly my DJI Inspire.
Yeah.
Inspire 1, right?
Sure.
You just have to have the batteries. I got the batteries.
All right, Dave, we know you have the 04s. What's the good news about the rest of the hobby?
I mean, the good news is really that it's only 20 to 30 days before we get more 04s.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am going to send you an invoice for this. Dave, I love you, but holy shit. Okay. So before
I've got good news.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, what is it?
I have been talking to Miss Molly at Dearborn Drone Company, and she's working on another Sloss drone derby for us.
Ooh, that's great.
I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
It's usually in the spring around April. We haven't got a date lined up yet, but we're going to go out and do a little prep work and shoot some footies. And I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited because it means that Sloss wants to continue to work with us and make that event happen. And it's such a fun event. And it's getting bigger and better.
It is. It is very fun. And I got some good news. I got some good news. Here's the good news. Ryan's Free Funder is slowly getting bigger. Ryan, tell people how they can help you help us.
Indeed, little by little, that total is going up there. I'm always trying to fight for the little guy, and we put together this legal defense fund. Any contribution, no matter how large, how small, is very helpful to that. We are constantly getting calls from people who are in trouble, need some help, and able to direct them. And we've got some big court cases that we've won, and one that's still hanging out in the courts today. So every bit helps, and we've got attorney's fees, court filing fees, et cetera, that we've got to cover.
What kind of things? Can you mention any of the things? Any of the
Well,
court?
so the one case that's still in process is our case against the University of Michigan. We need to make sure that we can fly on campus, over campus, around campus. They have been, let's just say, boisterous about saying that they are going to penalize us, and we took them to court. First hearing was in December. We had our final briefs in November. I'm sorry, our final briefs in January, and we have not yet had a decision. And here we are on the cusp of October. So any moment this could come in.
And you're independently wealthy, of course. You don't need any financial help, but if you did want to help, you can go to his free funder link in the description. I was just kidding. He really needs your help to help you. Now,
please.
Before we go, let's talk about one more thing, and that is Part 108. Is it getting closer? The new FAA Rule 108. Apparently, it's not good for us hobbyists, Ryan?
Yeah, well, Part 108, everybody was originally thinking, oh, yeah, Part 108 is going to allow everybody to fly beyond visual line of sight. Golden era of drones is ahead of us. That's not the case. Part 108 is for the big boys, the Walmarts, the Targets, the whoever is delivering stuff with a drone. They are going to be allowed to fly beyond line of sight with some rather large drones, and the classifications of those. Your drones that you fly today, every single one of them, no chance that you're going to be allowed to do that beyond visual line of sight, and that's a concern. I think some of the other companies that had gone out, they said, look, this could be a problem, because if they are going to allow these other drones to fly beyond line of sight, what are you going to do? You are in their way. That's a difficulty. So I think that's where there's a measure of concern of, if these laws go in, or these regulations go in, allowing the Part 108 to continue, are you, as a hobbyist, or you as even a Part 107 pilot, are you going to be impacted by some Walmart drone coming through your area?
Yeah, as it is right now, I can get a waiver for that. It's hard to get, right? But I could get a beyond visual line of sight waiver. Is this going to be like the 333, where the 333 was just done away with when 107 came in? So there's not even going to be, you can't get a waiver once the 108 comes in?
Correct. Absolutely. Your waiver becomes null and void the moment this goes through, and you will not be able to get a waiver for beyond line of sight after that.
Can I write
it's sold to the highest bidder, right?
Right.
Yeah. You have to move to Part 108. And I think that, to me, that's one of the real concerns here, is that Part 108 is not flying drones. It's not.
No.
A computer is flying that drone. You are not at the controls. You have no inputs to that. That's not flying. Our hobby is about, hey, get your fingers on the sticks and make that thing move in the sky. And that's part of the joy. That's the real fun of being able to control something. So
what's crazy is all the innovators that are in this hobby, that are creating this technology that they're using. They're the ones that have been creating it all. They're the ones that are in their backyard flying 5 miles away and 10 miles away and creating better antennas, literally with tinfoil and screwed up pieces of copper. I mean, like, guys are building this stuff and creating these things, and it's our innovation that's getting us there. So, it's going to continue to happen. That's why I say, don't worry about it. It's like CB radios. They're going to try and stop people from using them, or you got to get a permit for that. And people are just going to continue to build flying machines, and we're going to build better and cooler flying machines. They're going to go faster and longer range. And
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right, Dave. And your CB radio analogy is correct. The FCC used to require you to have a license. I work on terrestrial radio every morning. I'm a radio guy. You used to have an FCC license to do that. Now they'll let any old schlub on, because the money they made from the permits or whatever wasn't enough, and people just weren't doing it. So more civil disobedience. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to write a strongly worded letter That's what I'm going to do. A strongly worded letter to the right person. That's just going to make all the difference. Right, Dave?
Yeah. I'm going to tell my friends to do it too.
Okay, good. You know what you should tell your friends to do? If you want those 04 units, where do you go, Dave?
One place, FlyHighFPV.com.
Okay, awesome. And links to everything in the description. I hope this has helped. Is there anything else that we need to cover before we say goodbye? Anything else? We'll think of something after I stop recording.
There is one thing, right?
What is it?
Just had a drone attack in Denmark.
Oh,
where
yes.
The police have responded to what was considered to be drones flying over 4 different Denmark airports. They closed the airports for, I think it was 13 hours, stranding travelers. It became this national emergency, became worldwide news.
Are these the same drones that were in New Jersey?
Same mystery drones, right?
Are there any videos?
New Jersey, Gatwick.
Hybrid attack?
Hybrid attack. Yeah, all that attack.
Oh.
Mars attack.
That's like indica and sativa at the same time.
So, Ryan, it's bullshit, right?
It's bullshit.
Okay.
We are we're entering that period of time where the Seven Sisters constellation is coming out. People look at that and they go, "Oh, that's a drone swarm." No,
a light emitting object flies away as Denmark airport closes.
You know, it could be just Starlink satellites, too. They're in low synchronous orbit. You can see those with the naked eye. Could be freaking Starlink going by. We don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well,
but let's close airports because
we got to close. We got to do that. So if there's anybody that has any questions for either one of these two experts, I will put Ryan's email in the description along with his free funder link if you want to contribute and help our hobby. I will put Dave's links in there. Just know that he's pretty stoned right now, so he won't get back to you right away. The best way to get a hold of him is on Instagram. Is that right, Dave?
That's definitely. Okay. Instagram, Facebook Messenger. I'm fast there.
Okay.
Email, I check about once a week. You know, don't go in there.
Don't do that. That's for old people. That's for the gray-haired set. Oh, wait a minute.
1970s technology. Come on, really?
Yeah. I'll fax you.
Yeah. No, social. Let me share videos and pictures and image and voice, and let's make it easy.
Okay. And just a quick note from me. The next drone crash compilation is coming up. If you want to enter your crash, please, I need more crashes. I have a lot right now, and they're pretty interesting, but if you have any...
I got some broken drones on the wall back there.
Yes. If you have video from that, please send it to me. I am especially looking for fiery crashes or water crashes, and I'll put a link to all that stuff in the description. Thank you guys for always hanging out.
Blowing up lipos?
Blowing up lipos. Yeah, send me that, Dave. If you stab a lipo with a...
I might have ruptured a few.
I bet you have. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I love you. Mean it.
Good night, Ken.
Until next time.
Good night. Thank you much.
Buh.
And bye.
You said you'd only watch the Beaner and Ken show if it were the last show on Earth. Well, how you like us now? Hey, it's Beaner and Ken. We're doing the Beaner and Ken show, and it is action-packed tonight, friends. Big show. We got a lot. What do we have? What's the stuff?
Midgets.
No midgets.
Bruce Willis will be coming by.
No.
Farrah Fawcett.
No.
No. Sword Swallower.
Next week. This week we have
Smuggler's Brothers.
No, they're dead, aren't they? I don't know.
One of them is.
This week we got the hands-free car wash, so hot chicks washing cars in bikinis, pretty solid there. Of course, we have all your music videos.
That's what I meant to say.
Yes, and we'll get out to the street. We'll answer all the burning questions. We'll talk to you. We'll play games. Put the kids to bed. The Beaner and Ken show.
Many financial advisors suggest instead of whole life insurance, buy term. Instead of whole life insurance, buy term.
2, 1.
Many financial advisors suggest instead of whole life insurance, buy term and invest the difference. Hey, I'm up here. Film up here.
That's good. We're gonna have to adjust your microphone, I think.
Like you don't get enough of them Monday through Friday. Beaner and Ken.
Hey, it's Beaner and Ken. You're watching the Beaner and Ken show.
And you won't even have to crane your neck to see it.
Crane your
Right?
neck. Around a
Hey,
crane.
you know what the crane's first name is?
Bob?
Nope, Fraser.
Guy with a navy blue polo shirt on that's 3 sizes too small. Yeah, you didn't tip me, and I don't think that this chick is gonna tempt me. We'll wait and see. No, she just walked by like she couldn't see me. She's trying to ignore me. Well, I know you saw me. That's right. You just got busted and you walked on by. Here comes the cops. Oh, they don't arrest me.
You ready for a round of what's in Ken's mouth?
I think so.
Ken's gonna chew food up and you'll have to guess what it is, all right?
Okay.
Now, guess what's in Ken's mouth.
An Oreo.
An Oreo!
Oh,
That's too easy.
that
All
was
right.
fantastic.